1, 2, 3, 4. Memories of a man in his old age are the deeds of a man in his prime. Shuffle in the gloom of the sick room and talk to yourself as you die. Life is a short, warm moment, and death is a long, cold rest. You get your chance to try in the twinkling of an eye, with 8 years of luck or even less. On board for the American tour, and maybe you'll make it to the top. Mind how you go, and I can tell you 'cause I know you may find it hard to get off. Hey everybody, welcome to MT Guitar and to Pink Floyd Friday. Today we're doing 3/4 fascinating tuning, and I really am excited to break that down for you. It's very cool what's going on. We have 2 G's and 2 B's, so more on that in a second. This is from Obscured by Clouds, and it's a Roger Waters, vocal song, which is not the norm. So a very interesting song with a nice shuffle and swing. 2 ripping guitar solos by Gilmour, which I also want to talk about. And anyway, so let's talk about this tuning. It's really cool. We have an open G, but it's not your typical open G, right? We've got a bass string, the E bass string, all the way up to G. So be careful. You don't want to turn it too fast, right? Because it's a lot of tension there. But you're going to bring that E bass up to a G, that A bass down to a G. D and G stay the same, as does a B. And then the final E, the high E string, comes down to a B. So that's a pretty big jump there. So really, you have 2 unisons, right? 2 unison bass, G notes, and then 2 unison B treble notes or melody notes. And so as you do this, you get a unison kind of riff there on these 2 strings, and it's kind of has that Pink Floyd jangly sound that Syd Barrett also would play around with. And you get a similar sound on Fearless, right, where we have a lot of Syd Barrett influence in that tuning, and it's an open G as well. So just right there, if you just get into this tuning, you can play this song pretty quickly, because it's of course an open G here. And then you would go 3rd fret, on the first 2 strings, and kind of release it to open, to 5th fret, back to open. Okay? And then for the vocal phrase, 4 chord, 5 chord, 1. If you've ever played in an open tuning, you might realize that if this is your 1 chord, up 5 frets would be your 4 chord, and up 7 frets would be your 5 chord. And that's just how the guitar is tuned. By the time you'd get to the 12th fret, you'd be back at your 1 chord. So it's actually a cool way to look at music theory, is to be in an open tuning and notice 4 chord, 5 frets away, 5 chord, 7 frets away. That's just how music works, right? The 4 chord is up a 4th, and that's 5 half steps. The 5 chord is 7 half steps, and so frets and half steps are identical in this case. And 4 chord, 5 chord, 1. All right. So that's pretty much it. For the solo, though, we do modulate to B. And we're doing this sort of B, G, A, B, which is kind of taking from the B minor mode when it goes G and A, because those are the flat 6 and flat 7. So that's why that works so well as a bluesy, sort of edgy guitar solo there, even though it's all major chords, because this would be a very bluesy way to play over a B chord progression with G and A as your flat 6 and flat 7. Those are chords from the minor key, from B minor. You don't have to understand it to play this song and enjoy it, though. So we're going to cover the solos in a different video as far as learning it, but let's play through this song together. This is just going to be kind of a short video because this lesson's pretty easy. The hard part's getting into the tuning. And then once you're into the tuning, you're ready to rock this song out. And it appears that both Waters and Gilmour played this together in the studio using a Martin of some sort, playing in this open tuning. So kind of cool they linked up there. Let's play this together. We're going to do the intro, which is 3rd to 5th fret 4 times. Then as we start singing, there's the first phrase, which ends 1 time of that, and then the second phrase, which ends with 2 times of this. Okay? And there's 3 vocal phrases total. So it's kind of a lot to keep track of that. So why don't we play it together? I'll kind of call out things as they come, and then we'll make it to the guitar solo section. And by then, you've learned the song. You've learned the form. It just sort of repeats. All right? Let's go. So here we go in the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1. There's twice. 3 times. 1 more. 4 chord. 5 chord. To the 1. Just 1 riff back into the vocals. Now we're going to do this twice. Again. Vocals. Once. Now we'll do the phrase twice. Last time through the vocals. We'll do the phrase once. Finally. We'll do the phrase twice. And then the solo. Okay, now we're on the 4th fret. Oh, 2, 4. Here's the 3rd time. Oh, 2, 4. This is the last time. We're going to land back on the G. 3, 5. Back into the verse, okay? Now, if you're sort of wondering, Mitch, you forgot to mention the strumming. Well, the strumming is a shuffle and a swing. So doesn't really matter exactly what you do as long as you have that feel. I'm going to go down, 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 down. Or I'm going to go down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Notice how I'm really accenting the 2. You don't always have to do that, but it's kind of a nice feel. So I'm practicing just muting the strings so you can really clearly hear the rhythmic aspect of that. But let's go ahead and now play with the part, and the strumming will not change, just the part, okay? 3, 4. Did I say 3, 4? I meant 3, 4. 3, 4. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that is a really good thing to be able to do, to strum in a shuffle. Instead of 1 and 2 and, it's 1 and 2 and 3. And so the first down gets a longer period of time. It's actually a compound meter thing in 12/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you don't want to overthink it if that's new to you. Just feel it. Okay? So I think that does it. You go back to the verse. Then there's another solo. The solos are pretty epic. Why don't we teach those in a different lesson? Just get strumming this video, and I'll try to post these lessons either next week or very soon. Do check out the Patreon, where I'll have this thrown up there as a little tab and chord sheet and whatnot, and tons of lessons up there to check out. Thanks to all the patrons there. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Friday or whatever day it is that you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.